Warning, Cheaters may contain adult themes and strong language. Parents are cautioned that this program may not be suitable for children. Coming up on this episode of Cheaters.
He showed up. He brought some takeout.
What?
Hey, guys.
You're supposed to be...
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working. I'm working. Hey, Tony, by the way.
From Cheaters surveillance cameras, you are about to view actual true stories filmed live, documenting the pain of a spouse or lover caused by infidelity. This program is both dedicated to the faithful and presented to the false-hearted to encourage their renewal of temperance and virtue.
You can feel in your heart when something's not right.
No other woman has made me feel the way she does.
You don't do this to the people that love you.
I can live with the truth, but I can't live with lies.
I'm lost. I feel like I'm by myself.
This is not the way we're supposed to end.
I will get to the truth.
I know this isn't easy.
I can't take it anymore.
I knew something was going down, though, right?
This has been a lie the whole time. I'm about to throw up.
Oh, hell no!
Here we go. I see you right there. I want a hard target search.
Is this what you call any time with your dart?
Here he is.
Get your hands off me!
Get the camera off you.
You need to be baptized!
Calm down. Knock that off.
I saw you on the tape!
This is the price of justice.
This is like not how this is supposed to work,
just
John.
go. Go with him.
I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
I do love you.
I love you, too.
Real reality television is brought to you by Cheaters Detective Agency's Private Eyes on Cheaters.
I'm Joey Greco, and thank you for tuning into this very personal episode of Cheaters. Tony Painter is a Cheaters crew member, worried about his girlfriend's fidelity. With her actions not coinciding with her words, Tony asks for help from his friends at Cheaters.
Tony Painter, age 33, a Cheaters crew member concerned that his fiancée's activities might force him to bring work home.
And I live together. We share an apartment together. We've lived together for about a year. And it's been great. We definitely see things very similarly. We're both very clean, very organized people. Was working previous job. She really didn't like it much. Wasn't getting paid well. And of course, I work here as a security guard for Cheaters. And you know, I do okay. So I told her to quit her job. I've been paying for all the rent, all the bills and everything, and let her focus on what she really wants to do. You know, with her not working, I'm bearing the weight of the finances, and it's starting to become a burden, and things have gotten a little cold, a little distant. You know, she spends a lot of time out in the evenings now. I mean, there are times that after we're done shooting a show and I get home at 2 or 3 in the morning, she's not there. Whenever she does come home, she's out with her friends, which is unusual. She doesn't generally go out with too many of her friends. All of her friends are married. I just have a weird feeling from working on the show. I see a lot of different signs, and I see a lot of people who just have a feeling, and generally their feeling is right. I just never really thought that I would ever be in the position that I am now, having to use my friends and colleagues that I work with to help me out on such a personal issue.
If you suspect infidelity in your relationship, Cheaters Detective Agency may be able to provide you assistance. Exercise your right to be informed. Investigative charges may apply. Suspect's identity withheld. Age 29. A prospective spouse suspected of setting up house with someone other than her groomsman. Investigation Day 2. Once background data has been accrued, Cheaters operatives converge outside the apartment Tony shares with his fiancée. Hours into the stakeout, agents notice a car slowly driving through the parking lot and pulling into an empty spot. The unknown male driver exits his vehicle and walks to the suspect's apartment door. After knocking, the door opens. Tony's girlfriend, whose identity is withheld, hugs the gentleman caller before ushering him inside. A short time later, the couple emerge, arms entwined, and depart the dark complex. After a brief pursuit, the duo arrive at a nearby eatery. chivalry is on the menu as the suspect's date escorts her into the restaurant for a fine night of dining. Almost 2 hours pass before the pair appear and return to the suspect's abode. As the date ends, Cheater's agents catch a break, spotting the suspect enjoying her goodnight kiss before entering her apartment alone. The dejected companion is treated to a tease as the suspect reopens the door and exposes her heartfelt thanks for dinner. With a nudge towards his car, the male escort departs and his tantalizing date returns to the confines of her home. Investigation Day 6. Cheater's sentries remain vigilant outside the suspect's residence. Their persistence is rewarded. They identify Tony's girlfriend leaving her home and making tracks to a nearby pool hall. Ground agents equipped with pocket cams infiltrate the establishment and soon zero in on their subject. The subject takes a cue from the animal kingdom, flaunting her desires on a nearby pool table. Her suitor from the previous day of investigation, now identified as Major Croft, is helpless to resist her siren call. Soon the couple forgoes their game to concentrate on each other in an ostentatious display of affection. With her evening's festivities ended, the suspect eases tensions with Tony in this recorded phone conversation. Investigation Day 11. With no clear pattern established, the operation continues as agents take note of Tony's departure. The suspect waves goodbye to her devoted supporter before she vanishes behind closed doors. Half an hour later, Croft arrives and is covertly covered by the external team. Croft continues to Tony's apartment where a scantily clad suspect beckons him in. The internal surveillance cameras placed by Tony spark to life as the carnal couple make themselves comfortable. With a cocktail in one hand and the suspect in the other, Croft seems to enjoy his king of the castle status. The suspect displays her affection by writhing atop of Croft, setting the mood for the night. Ready for another drink, Croft asks his lady for a top-off while he shuffles through Tony's CD collection. The good times roll from the couch to the bedroom, leaving investigators with the unpleasant task of informing Tony of his fiancée's treachery. Coming up, the confrontation.
With his girlfriend's blatant betrayal captured on tape, Cheaters has no other option but to disclose the information. Troubled by the inescapable evidence, Tony takes a ride towards the truth.
Tony, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, man.
Are you ready to take a look at what we have?
Not really, but, you know. All right.
Tony, this evening was on a night that we were working.
Yeah.
We had a crew call. One particular vehicle pulls up.
Yeah.
Gentleman gets out, goes right to the door of your place.
That is my place.
Greets him. They get in his car. We're followed to a restaurant. Once there, we could get a better view of the two of them right before they get into the restaurant.
Sure.
After dinner, he drops her off. There's an embrace and a kiss at the door. It seems that he'd like to go in. She won't let him. She closes the door, but a moment or two later, the door reopens, and she's there, dressed a little more provocatively. She still doesn't allow him to enter. They embrace, spend a few more intimate moments with one another before she goes in and he leaves.
Yeah.
Based on the information that we now had, this was the time that we had you place the hidden cameras inside. On this evening, as we've seen before, you're on your way to work. She walks you out to the car. You leave. Not very long after that, gets a visit from the same gentleman that we've seen previously. Once inside, our motion-sensitive cameras picked up this activity, and I don't think it's necessary to describe what you see from here.
No.
Tony, a lot of what we've seen takes place when you leave for work. Tonight, you told that you were going to work again.
Yep.
We've had detectives that were stationed at your place. I want to call them now and find out.
Yeah.
Hey, what are we looking at? He showed up. He brought some takeout. How long's he been there? He's been there about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
All right. We're just a few minutes away. All right.
There's been no movement.
Still okay.
No movement.
You have your key?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Everybody out, everybody out. Let's get out of this out.
Okay, which one is it? Which one is it?
You want right over here.
All right, everyone, keep it quiet.
Cameras, one backup, one security.
Security goes down.
Hey, what's guys? How you doing? I see I missed dinner. I see I missed dinner.
Baby, what? No, don't. No.
What's going on?
It's not what it's. What the
Really?
man? Get the
Listen,
man,
I
no,
told
get
you
the,
work
no,
for the
get
show.
Them out of here. Get them
Surveillance.
out of here. No, this is. You're supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working. I'm working.
Coming up, the conclusion.
Hey guys.
This is. You're supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be working. I'm working. What the do you think is going on? Especially with this guy. Hey, Tony, by the way.
Mage.
Yeah, we've been dating for a year and a half.
Man, y'all get out of here. Damn,
You gotta
why
hang
can't? Man, what?
Yeah, we're getting married. Talking about having kids.
So you just not bringing this on me?
No, I didn't know what to. I love you though, and I don't.
You love him. You know, you can always talk to me and tell me that it's working out. That's fine. You could have left a long time ago,
I can't
honey.
just leave. Where am I supposed to go?
I don't care.
Anywhere.
My,
Out of here.
No.
I don't have anywhere to go.
I
What
don't
am
care.
I supposed to do?
I don't give.
Wait, baby, stop. Wait, stop.
Wait, what?
Wait,
No.
what the?
I'm getting.
Want me to? No, don't touch my.
No, no.
What are you
Tell
doing?
me, what do you want to take? What do you want to take with you? You tell me. I give you the option.
What do you want me to?
You know, that always look on. Take that.
Baby, just.
There. Just
Where
take
am
that.
Go.
I don't care where you go. It's not my problem.
Y'all get out of here. Damn, please.
Go. What the? Why are you surprised? I told you 100 times. I work for the show. Don't around on me.
Well, wait a minute, calm. Just hold off. Just calm down.
How do you expect? Are you gonna take me home with you?
Oh, hell no.
Let's no. Hey, you gotta.
No, man. You're supposed to be with me. With this guy. Y'all been together for, what, a year and a half?
At least, yeah.
But it's over.
He's about to get married. It wasn't over. He still lives here.
Yeah, it's over now.
I can't even. I don't know. Where the my keys at? I can't even.
Did you like his? Did you like his?
Baby,
Was it
It
nice?
ain't about that.
Really? Because I saw the
my
surveillance and it
God.
seemed like you like it.
Oh my God. Baby, it's not about that. I swear on everything, it's not
Really?
about that. What am I supposed to do? You ain't never home no more.
I know, because I'm
You don't
working.
love me? Yeah, you go at work and then you go out and drink with all, I guess these mother
That is something that I get
That's
to
who you go
afford
drink
myself.
with.
That's what I get to do
That's
because
well,
I
you
pay
know,
bills.
I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. You
Fine,
know
then
what?
leave. Or
I'm
get the
gonna call cops on you and I'm gonna cut back
Go
and get
ahead,
all my
go
money.
ahead. My name is
know
on the side bills. Fine.
Get out of my face.
Go ahead,
No,
go ahead,
you know,
call 'em.
You know what? You sorry ass mother.
You.
No, you mother. Get the out of my face. Go somewhere.
Came up, brought us some roses, man. And we was just eating. We was sitting down and watching this movie on HBO.
So this has been going on for quite a few
Some
weeks.
months, man.
What are y'all gonna do? Follow me where I go?
Thanks, guys.
Sorry that you got to go through this.
So,
Are you going to be okay tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna be fine, man.
All right, guys, let's go.
You guys take care. Thanks.
After the confrontation, Tony keeps calm while deciding which path to travel. Stay tuned as we unveil his final reaction. But now, Angela Potter returns to expand on her experience when she busted her boyfriend on cheaters.
Angela Potter, age 39. A previous client reminisces about the night her boyfriend was caught with his hands full of another woman.
At first, I couldn't believe it, but it had already been signs that I knew he was doing something, so my gut feeling kept telling me. They actually told me that they had him somewhere with a female. Anger took over because he always tried to make me look stupid, like it was my fault. I actually saw him. It kind of verified what I'd already been feeling.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, no.
I thought you were supposed to be at work.
I am working.
Why are you working? With what? What are you doing?
I was just, we was meeting to do
To do what?
We was working on...
To do what? What are you doing? What is this? What is this?
Hey, I was trying to... Look, I came here to just ram her.
I don't want to hear. You're supposed to be weighing Addison. You're supposed to be working. What panties in your hand?
It was just unbelievable how his character had just switched from what I knew into what I saw. If I wouldn't have seen it and someone would have told me, I would not have believed he would be in a lingerie store buying panties for a female, They were all out of the mall and that type of thing. Because he always just seemed like a hard-working, dedicated guy to what he does. And, when he tells me he's at work, that's what I seem to think. So I was just totally it was just disbelievable.
You didn't have to lie. That's all you do is lie. Everything you say is a lie.
Ma'am, I have to have, if you can just step out because I can't have them filming in the store.
What that has to do with me? I'm a paying customer. That's what I'm saying. So you're denying my money for them running in and her on me?
I don't know.
I would like to purchase my pennies, please. Thank
Y'all
you.
have to go.
Why you gonna run? Why you gonna run? Why you gonna run? Why you gonna run? Why are you running?
I hope he grows up, knows how to be a man, be more respectful, be respectful of people's feelings. And, like I always said, my favorite words are, the mouth can say anything, and it's just actions should back everything up. So just hope he just stops preying on people's feelings and learns how to be more of a man.
With a confrontation of memory, Tony Painter has started to concentrate on the future, as opposed to dwelling on the past. Tony says to go through something like this with someone who's supposed to be your soulmate, you don't come out the same. As for her culpability, the suspect is defiant when pressed about her affair. She tells Cheater's producers through an email, "Tony was great, but boring. I needed excitement and fun. I got what I wanted. I'm free." Major Croft apologizes to Tony, stating that he knows what it's like to be cheated on. If he'd known the suspect was involved with someone, he never would have pursued her.
Now remember, if you don't get your programming from Goldstein's, why, we'll both lose money.